Hey everyone, it's Teddy, aka JamesKisau on MTGO, coming back for another donation bonus league. This one comes from Matthew Story, someone I met at Eternal Weekend. A very chill patron of the arts, I will say. Super chill person. It was really great to meet you there. And while we were there, he said, "Hey, I want to send a donation list in, but it's not something your channel is really known for." And I said, that's totally fine. Actually, the donation lists I tend to enjoy the most are ones that are kind of outside of the blue control sphere, just because I get to do something different. And I like to think I have something resembling range as a magic pilot, because I do also have a few Doomsday Accolades. Not much. I'm not saying I'm good at the deck or anything, but I can at least competently pilot it to like a 5-0 or whatever. So they gave me a choice. Yeah, on the convention floor, he said, it might be a little crazy. Like, do you want to check it out? And I was like, yeah, just send it in. But when the time came to actually send the donation list in, I had a choice of either the Pretty Adventurous Quantum Riddler list or the Epic Storm. And I think wisely, the Quantum Riddler list ended up in the hands of Bryant Cook, who is someone I definitely respect quite a bit as a pilot. We've talked about each other a little bit, I think. He shows up on the channel every now and then, and I show up on his channel every now and then. Bryant has shouted me out on the Eternal Glory podcast, so I think there's a lot of mutual respect there. At least I hope there is. And that brings us to today. I chose to instead play the Epic Storm because I think it will be a little bit better to start with a Storm deck I've just played against more, so I might be able to figure out the lines more easily than a more adventurous Quantum Riddler style Storm deck. And I think most of y'all will be okay with that too, since I don't think anyone's ever seen me play the Epic Storm before. It should be pretty interesting. I'm excited to play this. Now, this is not your typical Epic Storm list at that. Things are still a little interesting. This is a 5-color version. We've got 1-drops of Wooburg representation. Usually white is the color you don't see so much in Storm decks, but we're playing Silence, which is a super powerful spell from Core Set 2010. 1 white, and then your opponents can't cast spells this turn. Pretty good. Usually you use Veil's Summer for something like that, but Veil's Summer does not play around stuff like, I don't know, Surgical Extraction or Consign to Memory, whereas Silence does. It still doesn't beat Nimble Obstructionist, but that's okay. That's what you need the Spider Punk for, which this list is not running, which is good because I feel like less options are better. To that end, the sideboard is also something of a wish board. There is a Beseech, the Mirror, Tendrils, Pulverize, Empty the Warrens, and Galvanic Relay, all things you typically wish for with Burning Wish alongside Void Snare. That is a sorcery, that is a bounce effect. So unlike the very main deckable Into the Flood Maw, you want to keep Void Snare in your sideboard so you can Burning Wish for it in an emergency if you need to get that Gaddock Teeg out of there or whatever. There's also Carpeted Flowers, which is very helpful against blue decks because these decks are incredibly mana hungry. As you can see, most of the deck is mana. 3 Mox Opals, 4 Lotus Petals, 4 Lion's Eye Diamonds, 4 Chrome Mox, and beyond that, we're just trying to put enough critical mass of spells together to put Tendrils of Agony on the stack, or if we need to go wide instead, empty the Warrens. I've been personally wondering about Stormscale Scion. I don't know if like the balance of things dictates that 4 is just way more achievable than 6, which honestly makes sense. 2 mana is a lot, even when you're storming off. Though I will say, although this card has already kind of existed before, there's been Elemental Eruption as well. I think it's called. Nope, I'm totally wrong. I'm just gonna search Eruption. Oh, did I spell it wrong? I think I spelled Eruption wrong. I think maybe that's why it didn't come up. Clearly not a Van Halen fan over here. Yeah, Elemental Eruption. I can spell subtlety right on the first pass, Adam pointed out, but I can't spell eruption. Yeah, for same cast in cost as Stormscale Scion, except you make 4/4 dragons with prowess, which is pretty good. But yeah, maybe Empty the Warrens is just a lot better because 6 is a lot more than 4. It should be said. Other sideboard options include Beseju, an extra silence, and then yeah, Into the Flood Maw, which I already mentioned. So yeah, I can't get too much into the mechanics of the deck. Oh, the other funny thing about this list is that there's a Rafine's Tower, just to round out your mana a little bit better and accommodate the 5 colors. Essentially, we just want to get that critical mass of spells and then cast something like Beseech the Mirror, which can artificially inflate our spell or storm count thanks to Gaia's Will. If you can just, recycle your petals and Mox Opals and Dark Rituals again, pretty easy to get to 10 from there. But traditionally, you just use Burning Wish, activate Lion's Eye Diamond while holding priority, ditch your hand, make a bunch of mana, cast Tendrils of Agony. Should be pretty fun. Along the way, we have Echo of Eons to inflate our card advantage, or Song of Creation if that seems like a better bet than Gaia's Will. There's just going to be spots for stuff, and I'm not going to play very optimally, but I am going to have a lot of fun because I do love Storm. It is an archetype that I have great respect and fascination with. Runehorn Hellkite, anyone who watches the Epic Storm knows about this card. It's a Echo of Aeons you can't target with traditional counter spells because this is an activated ability, so that will be cool too. It's a lot more expensive, but it's just 2 Lion's Eye Diamonds, so whatever. I don't think there's anything really left to say. I'm not really gonna bring new innovations to this archetype. I'm just excited to try it out for the first time. And if you'd like to submit your own donation list, check out the Patreon. $5 tier will put you eligible for a donation list and another one after some time. So yeah, I'd really appreciate support for the channel. I feel like it's picking up some steam, and I'm able to dedicate more time to it and play decks off the beaten path like the Epic Storm. Cool. Let's get in there. This is the Epic Storm from Matthew's Story. Okay, time to storm. This seems like a pretty fast win. If I can hit a mana source. Gotta hit that mana source, but having like multiple rituals. Yeah, I think I just need to hit like a white source basically. Mox Opal would not work right now. Ideally, I'm putting Runehorn Hellkite under this Chromox. I think that's how this would work. But yeah, obviously we want to cast Silence, and we have Ritual, Beseech with Bargain. Seems pretty good. Burning Wish. What do I do with that? Is it just a faster win? Ritual. I'm still missing a second pip, basically. I can't cast Silence and Burning Wish and Ritual. It's a little easier if I use Beseech to go off, since that synergizes color-wise with the rituals. We'll have to see. I think we're fighting Doomsday. Personal Tutor is very much a Doomsday card. Lotus Petal. Okay, I'm glad they did not just win right now. I don't think I can Surveil either because my Surveil land is not black. But maybe I can get Rafine's Tower, because that would be a heartbreaking land to draw. Let's do that. It makes it a little less likely to draw land, but if I drew Rafine's Tower, that would be really bad. Okay, cool. I hope I didn't miscount, but I'm pretty sure this will do the right trick. As long as I get a black source, it might as well be Badlands, right? Cast Silence. That just resolved. Okay, cast Chromox. I think I'll put Runehorn Hellkite under there, or Burning Wish. How about Burning Wish? I don't want them thinking about Runehorn Hellkite. There's probably a better Burning Wish line I can take, but I am not good enough to do it. So I'm just going to do the thing, if that's cool with everyone. And then I'll cast Gaia's Will, and then I'll cast a lot more spells. Ritual, Beseech with Bargain. Oops. Oh shit, don't concede. I'm about to win. Not now. And then get Tendrils of Agony, and I'll cast it, and I'll target them, and I'll say same targets, and they concede. Nice. That went about as well as could be expected. A turn 2 win against a sometimes faster combo deck that also has Force of Will and Daze in it. I think we got a little lucky. Are you supposed to bring in Carpet? It feels like a little slow, even though Doomsday is a deck that pretty much exclusively has islands in it. I don't know. Silence could be pretty good, but it does feel a little scary to rely so much on having 5 4-ofs, all 1-drops, all different colors. Like, I have concerns about this deck now that I'm looking at it on like a structural foundational level, but it's true that Silence is kind of the only thing that can save you sometimes if they're like doing Doomsday. Runehorn Hellkite could get a win too if they make a Doomsday pile, and that pile has less than 7 cards in it, which it normally should, because, you know, Doomsday is 5 cards. The Seiju could be kind of interesting. I think we're trying to win before they cast Doomsday in general. So what if I just side out? I don't know. I'm not going to sideboard. I'm going to take that silence right back out and try this again. I don't really know how to sideboard. Like, when do I bring in the 4th silence? And then what do I take out? Like a little piece of mana? They're keeping 7. I've got Lion's Eye Diamond. I can Burning Wish for a Echo. That'd take my whole hand. Can't cast Silence or Veil Summer, because I don't have Veil Summer. I could be patient and just try and hit a land. Or I could just mulligan. Yeah, like, wheeling is cool and all, but what do you do after you wheel? You kind of also need something to do after that. This feels better. I'm not sure if it is, but it feels better. I'll keep and bottom Echo, I think, just so I can have a redundancy in payoffs, because they do play Thoughtseize, and I will not be able to Veil Summer on turn 1. Or I could bottom, yeah, I think it's between Beseech or Echo, but people can tell me why that's incorrect. Or it could be Brainstorm, because all my draws are pretty good. I don't really want to change my hand. Sure. That seems like it's wrong, though. Underground Sea, go. Okay. Well, I think we're literally just racing. And now I'm going to Veil Summer, and I'm going to wheel. I guess it has to be Tega. That's the only green source that comes in untapped. That's a little weird. They're going to force. Pitching Force. Do they have another one? Cast Lion's Eye Diamond. Crack for blue, I guess, has to be. Or it could be for black, right? And then I just... No, it's the same thing. Yeah, that's not good. Oh! Flusterstorm? I mean, it took a lot of their hand to do that, but if they go like Dark Ritual Doomsday, it's not good. I don't know what I'd have to draw. Also, that puts 2 Beseeches in the graveyard, which is not great. I think I was supposed to jam, though. Like, I think once you ask your opponent to have 2 levels of protection, that's when it's probably good to go. That was a good draw, I think. I think I just need a lot of resources from here. Like, if they're not really prepared to win, I think we're in good shape. But if they are, then we are in bad shape. This will let me Surveil, but it will not give me triple black if I draw my 3rd Besiege. It also does not give me white, but I think I'll have to live with that. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Is there one card that wins from here? I don't think so. Echo does not do it. I guess Gamble. Gamble would be pretty good, because they only have 2 cards in hand. Yeah, I need to try and spike Gamble. It's just not impossible. It's a 4 of, and I get a Surveil, as long as their last card is not like Force Blue card. Okay, here we go. Commercial District. Or I could also blind flip a, what's it called? Burning Wish, Burning Wish, Burning Wish. No, it doesn't work. It's so close, though. If I had 1 more mana... No, it doesn't work either. I don't think this does anything. There's kind of a dearth of 2 mana options. It'd be like Void Snare, but yeah, obviously that does not apply here. Okay, bin it. Well, let's see what I get. Gamble? For me? Brainstorm. Oh, also this doesn't work. They have 8 cards total. So instead, like, their whole Doomsday pile will just be in their hand. Yeah, never mind. I thought I was so clever. This Brainstorm won't work either. Okay, they had Force anyways, so, you know, whatever. All good? Damn, what a hand. And there's no way they're not just going to bomb through their pile right now. Yeah. They did not bring in any creatures, which makes sense. I don't know why you would. I guess I'll just run it back, right? Yeah, I mean, this looks pretty good. It really checks them. I'll gamble for, what, Lion's Eye Diamond? They'll go to 6. Is that smart, though? I got good payoffs in my hand. I think I should gamble this turn. It just gets, like, more likely that I will actually discard the Lion's Eye Diamond the longer it goes on, you know? But they mulliganed. Pretty clear bad lands here. Cast gamble. Get a Lion's Eye Diamond and discard it. Okay, cool. Yep. That's how it goes. They'll cycle Street Wraith off the bat. Thoughtseize? Sure. They take Besiege. Double Echo. It's just gotta work this time, right? Well, I didn't really want to discard the Dark Ritual, but oh well. Do that. They'll force. I mean, if I hit a land next turn, or even like a Lotus Petal or whatever, I can do it again. Personal Tutor. So they're kind of betting on me not doing that. Or they have counter magic. I'm going to test them. I guess it should be what? It doesn't matter that much. Echo. Daze. Well, now I don't have much. I think it will take a lot to win from here. I hope I did this right. I just like jammed until I couldn't jam anymore. And now I don't think there's any way I can win. Was I supposed to wait? I don't think you can really wait against Doomsday. I don't have any discard spells, so even if I drew Silence, I don't have the white to cast it. We probably don't have to sit around and wait for this. There's not a single draw that will do it from here. Alright, I'll be back for round 2. Welcome back for round number 2. We won game 1, but did not win the match. Oh, shout out Cirrus999. I think we can make do with this. Opponent has Flooded Strand. Another Burning Wish. I don't think that's very good. I think I should just spin, right? Although if they counter Echo, I have no protection, right? This would be a good point for like Burning Wish for Thoughtseize, right? Although I don't know, that doesn't really make sense either. I'm just gonna surveil this turn. I think I'm gonna have time to like sculpt a game plan. I think just jamming here is a terrible idea. And also, like I said, like we've seen quite a few opening hands. It's not like drawing a new 7 is gonna help all that much. You do need things to go your way a little bit. Thoughtseize? I should have played out the diamond, huh? Or they could just take gamble, I guess. Although Burning Wish does represent Echo of Aeons as well. So maybe Dark Ritual is the right take? No, it's probably Lion's Eye Diamond, I think. I don't know, actually. My hand's pretty good. Yeah, they take the Lion's Eye Diamond. That was the thing that was kind of pushing me towards an all-in line, so part of me is kind of relieved they took it. I think the potential for me screwing up now is a little lower, but just a little bit. What do I want here? Just more mana, I think. Brainstorm. Oh, I should have said I want mana or like a protection spell. Another payoff is fine, I guess. I can cast that with Bargain, and that's like a pretty... It wouldn't be like ruinous. Well, actually it would be. I'd lose 3 cards in that exchange. That is a lot. I feel like I pretty much need Silence or Veil Summer before I attempt anything. Maybe Brainstorm would have been the right card, because then I could have changed one of these payoffs into something else. Like if I could turn Burning Wish into something that wasn't a payoff, that'd be pretty good. Or I could Galvanic Relay. Maybe that's the right thing to do. Well, time is short. They have Baraglyph. Also means I need to storm a little bit more if they get a hit in. Okay. Well, I think I'm going to... Yeah, Galvanic Relay. Cast Dark Ritual. Cast Burning Wish. Hope they don't daze. Wait, did I miscount? Yeah, I miscounted. I suck. This Mox Opal's not even on. Yeah, I hope they do daze. Okay, they forced. Even better. Oh my god. Why am I so bad? I still have this gamble, but I mean, I don't know. Things seem kind of bad right now. I could gamble for Dark Ritual. Show and Tell? What the hell? Okay. Yeah, I think I need to hopefully draw a land. Lotus Petal also works. And then gamble for... What did I just say? Dark Ritual and discard one of the Burning Wishes. Fuck. Well, that's not good. Okay, well, cast Dark Ritual, I guess. And I think I miscounted again. I can't do anything for 2 mana. My sideboard. This is a joke. Like, what am I even doing? That's the second Burning Wish line I've messed up in the same game. And now I don't think there's a single draw that will save me. I think I keep looking at this Mox Opal and thinking it makes mana, but it just does not. So this is like blue-black Show and Tell with Atraxa and Baraglyph. This feels like something I should be able to beat. Although, similar to round 1, it's a combo deck, so it can race us. And it also has Force of Will and Daze. So this is probably actually a really bad matchup. But I stand by that statement that I probably can beat it. Like, I don't think it's impossible. Veil of Summer. Okay, cool. Unfortunately, I can't look at more of their deck because I will lose to states before the Baragoyf trigger can resolve. I guess, I don't know. I feel like Carpet of Flowers is too slow. Like, I don't think it's going to work. I don't find his silence that effective either. Like, the thought of diluting this balance of mana in action just seems like a bad idea. 7 protection spells should be enough, I think. I don't know how to sideboard in this deck. I do understand that if they're likely to have something like Null Rod, or maybe like Leyline of the Void or something, Into the Flood Maw is a good option. And then beyond that, well, I know you're also supposed to leave Void Snare, Pulverize. Those nice situational sorceries are good in the sideboard. What about this hand? It's missing like a ritual, so with 1 more mana I could cast Beseech, but not around Daze. Well, I guess yes, around Daze if I play the Diamond out too. So, sure, I'll try it to try and hit a land. Sewers. I don't think I can Surveil here either, because like there are a lot of lands in this deck that don't make black. There's like a Plateau, a Taiga, Commercial District. So let's just take a draw. Okay. Should I just jam? Make them have it? I have another Beseech, but I only got 1 Lotus Petal. And also the Bargain would probably sacrifice... We'll have to sacrifice Chromox. So yeah, I think I'm just waiting for a protection spell. I don't think there's like a bait Beseech to be had here. It's a lot of cards. You really gotta go all in here. And there's no real advantage to be taken of Show and Tell, since all my cards cost 0. They'll Thought Seize me, sure. If they take Beseech, I think they have a counter spell. So if they just take 1, counter the other, they should be in pretty good shape. Yep. Alright. Let's go ahead and Surveil. For real this time. Gamble. Gamble is card disadvantage. It's possibly any card in my deck. Like, I guess Echo is pretty good here. Sure, I'll keep it. Cast the Diamond. Cast Lotus Petal. Cast Gamble. I should have played the Chromox too, huh? Wait, what's the point in doing this though? I have to discard my hand? Then I'm like pretty far behind. Maybe I get a Force out of their hand, but that's like it. I think I've maybe not been able to wrap my head around this deck quite yet. Like, it seems like so much needs to go right to win. I mean, you could say that about Grixis Control too, honestly. A lot of people do seem, or tell me like, oh, it seems like so much has to go right for you to win. But I don't really have any trouble winning with that deck. But I do like get the concept here. Like, you saw I was able to win the first game in this league pretty easily. But yeah, if things don't go like perfectly, it is kind of rough. I don't really think we can win. It seems really hard. What do they flip? Nothing. 1 less days to worry about, I suppose. Okay. I mean, well, what can I hit? I can't hit Besiege because I can't cast it with Bargain. Alright, next turn I can. So if they whiff for another turn, I guess. And I think I do need to play this out because of Thoughtseize. There's only 1 Beseech in the deck though, so that actually does not seem very likely. It's a hard life. Maybe the hand was not a keep. I think that must be like the real point where everything's falling apart. I think I'm probably not doing a good job evaluating hands. Like, I'm probably not doing that part right. 5 Baragoyfs? What's going on here? Or did they just find all 4 this game? That's pretty funny. They had the option to get a blue creature in Tameo, but they didn't do it, so... I have this weird feeling they don't have any protection. I could do it. I could rip Beseech the Mirror, and their last 2 cards are not forced blue card. It's possible. No. Alright. They got it. Pretty tough run there. Not sure if that was entirely my fault, or if we just kind of met our match, but I'll be back for round 3. Welcome back for round number 3. I mean, this does it and has Veil. All I need to do is, like, rip a land, right? So I can Veil first. and preferably also Dark Ritual twice. That would be great. My opponent's even taking a mulligan. At what point, though, am I just like, okay, things aren't really coming together. I think I'm just going to spin. Does that happen, like, pretty early on, you think? I know they won't suspect anything as I play this plateau. Plains. Guide of Souls. Okay. Well, I know they don't have counter magic, so I don't need to Veil so much, but I would like to cast these Dark Rituals. Okay. So maybe I'll just gamble for a land. Or it could even be Lotus Petal. Or it could be Chromox. Gives me something to bargain with. I discard the Dark Ritual. That sucks. Okay, I think I'm still doing it and putting Dark Ritual under there. I think that makes the most sense, right? Yeah. Okay. Well, let's spin. And now let's play Land's Eye Diamond. And I could put Song of Creation under Chromox and cast Brainstorm. But I think it's probably better to cast Brainstorm off Mox Opal. See what happens with that first. Okay. Can I do this? No, I'm 1 mana short. Jesus Christ. How am I 1 mana short? This is crazy. Oh, because this is a tap land. That's why I'm 1 mana short. I'm looking and I'm like, this something's not adding up. Well, it was adding up, and it sucks. I don't really want to draw the tendrils though, right? So that means I need to put something on top with this. I could hide the Beseech on top, I guess. I don't really think that Gaia's Will is gonna work. Maybe if I chain Beseeches. I feel like I still need a Dark Ritual though. Like I said, I think so much has to go right for this deck to win. I mean, I think that's what I've got. I don't think I have time to just sit around and wait that long. And I think I can draw the tendrils. I think that's fine. Oh, but hold on. I need stuff to put under the Chromox as well, so yeah, never mind. I'm doing this. I don't know if it's right. I feel like everything I've done is wrong. I could also cast Song of Creation next turn. That's probably better, actually. I think I'll do that. Try and storm off that way. Well, unless they're representing Bowmasters, then it's probably not a good idea. Although I have Veil Summer, so maybe that doesn't matter so much. But hopefully they're just not representing it at all. Oh, great. Yep, I think Song Creation's out of the question. I really think it is. This also puts them above 20, so I need to generate even more Storm than I thought I did. Maybe Brainstorm will just get there for me, though. Maybe chaining Beseeches is the way. I still feel like I need a Dark Ritual, though. I don't know. Or maybe Lion's Eye Diamond will do the trick. And then every Chromox I bargain, I can cast again. So I think this will work out. We're going to try anyways. Because you might as well. But I don't have enough black mana to do this. What the hell? What is wrong with me? Why is this deck so freaking hard? I can't cast it. I can't cast it, folks. I need to put it under... I need to put tendrils under a Chromox so I can cast Beseech the Mirror. Which we all know is not a great idea. Because then I'll need Burning Wish to win. I don't get it. I don't get why this is so hard. There's probably something I could have done with like Song Creation and then float mana using Lion's Eye Diamond and trigger Song. Maybe that's what I should do. Because I can cast Veil Summer. Wait, no, I can't. This is the 1 pip that I get for Song. Then it'd be red, green, blue. So unless I put Song under the Chromox, I can't cast Veil. So yeah, I guess I'll just pass the turn and try and win without my main board tendrils next turn. It seems really difficult. Or I could wait another turn, but I'm afraid they're going to Thoughtseize me. I could Veil in response. The good news is like pretty much anything I draw after the tendrils is good. I really should have just like surveilled away another land. Keep on screwing up. I'm also not convinced they won't have lethal next turn. Like they seriously might. I'm going to 13 off this attack. You know, I actually do kind of hope that they Thoughtseize me. Because then I could draw through that thing. Yeah, this is just as good. I'll Veil. And they target their Guide of Souls. Wasteland is rough, but I don't think it really changes anything. Can't bargain lands. If anything, it might give me a land drop that I didn't have. Oh, yeah. God damn. I don't think Rafine's Tower is very good. I'm sorry. I think it's bad. Although it probably just would be under city sewers if it wasn't here. So I think I just need to start going. And we'll see if it works out. It might not. It like seriously might not work. I admit it. I admit it. Alright, bargain. We'll start by bargaining Mox Opal. They're F6'd, so I think it's pretty free to just do this now. I think the next lines I diamond will have to crack for black, though. Or red. Red. Because the last besiege needs to get, you know. Well, let's get to going here. I hope I'm doing this right. I think I am. That's 5 Storm, and then I cast Gaia's Will, which is pretty chill. And then I get to play this plateau. Lines I diamond. Make... Oh, there's my red, so yeah, I can just make more black. And then Mox Opal. Don't feel very smart right now. Chrome Mox. And then Beseech with Bargain. Sacrifice this Mox Opal for Burning Wish. Oh, I don't have enough mana. Wow. Wow. How did I screw this up? Like, what is wrong with me? Oh, God. Oh my God. Is this real? I could Dark a Ritual, but it's like I spent 4 mana to get 3? That doesn't make sense. How do I keep screwing this up? Oh, wait, sorry. Scared the shit out of myself. This is for free. My God. But I did screw up, right? Because this is... Oh, no, this is right. Okay. Tendrils for 24. I don't know why I thought I had to pay for that Burning Wish. False alarm, everyone. Jesus Christ. This is so fun. It's just really difficult. Storm is a hard deck to play. Everyone already knew that. I don't think Silence is good here. I think Veil is pretty solid, since they have discard spells and Bowmasters. But what would I really bring in? I could try and get more like threat dense and bring in Besiege the Mirror. Do you ever bring in Galvanic Relay? I feel like that's part of a Burning Wish sideboard plan. But there are no red rituals, so I feel like you're never just going to have too much red mana and not know what to do with it. I don't know. Let's try like one into the Floodmaw, I guess, and I think I do want this Besiege, but tell me why that's wrong. And then I guess like a Beseiju. I don't know. This is like what kind of makes sense to me, but yeah, we'll see. I think this is pretty darn good. It's like, if they don't have a discard spell, it's pretty good. If they do, it's still pretty good. And they do not appear to have a discard spell. They do have Deafening Silence, though, so... Yeah. That's why we brought in Beseiju and stuff. Chromox. Could even gamble for Beseiju. Let's play that out. Keep the land. If you could have one spell, I think it would be a Lotus Petal for now. I think if I can break through this, we'll be in pretty good shape. Guide of Souls. Ocelot Pride. Classic combo. A combo that broke Modern. Alright. Gamble. Beseiju. Discard Besiege, which is not great, but I think we will make do. Or wait, no we won't. I don't have a payoff anymore. Amped Raptor. Another Ocelot Pride. This is going to put the heat on. No doubt about that. No bones about it. They're also gaining a ton of life, but with the amount of Lotus Petals I have, having a big enough Storm is probably definitely not going to be an issue. I just need a payoff either this turn or next turn. Holy crap. Get that tap lane out of the way. That's all the tap lands. Okay, I mean, here's the plan. I'm gonna Beseiju Deafening Silence on the end step. And I'm going to untap and win. Am I dead on board, though? Yes, I am. By 1. And they have 2 Guided Souls. Now I'm dead by 4. Turn 4. Not bad. So I probably should have... Well, I shouldn't have discarded Beseech off Gamble. That's the first thing I shouldn't have done, which wasn't really in my control. And the other thing, I should have destroyed the Deafening Silence using this Lotus Petal. And I had to go off last turn. Crazy. Let's run it back. I also get to be on the play this time. Seems like pretty important. Yeah. Yeah, I think. It does feel kind of weird to just play a tapped land on turn 1, but this seems like pretty important. Because next turn, I can cast Beseech with Bargain, but without a Dark Ritual, it doesn't really feel like that goes anywhere. Well, I could put Into the Floodmaw under Chromox. Wasteland, alright. It's a little annoying. Another Chromox. I'm definitely doing that. Yeah. Well, what if they Wasteland me again? Well, then, I don't know. Their game's pretty slow at that point. Gonna get Badlands. No. Wait, there's no Volcanic Islands. So that doesn't matter. But if they play Deafening Silence, I need to Into the Floodmaw it. Shit. I just screwed up. I had to not crack this. This is tough. Tough deck we're playing here. Jesus. What do I even do? Just panic and get Tega? It might be correct, honestly. If I draw Veil. What would be the point of that, though? Alright. Discard one of the Besieges. It's pretty bad. Please don't Wasteland me. Please don't play Deafening Silence. Please don't do anything except, like, play a creature. Play a mid-rangey creature. Just a nice little creature. Well, I seem to have a decision. I'm hoping they decide not to discard spell me. I'm hoping they thought I gambled for Besiege because I didn't have a payoff, and then got screwed over by gamble, and then just passed out of disgust. Cabal Therapy. Damn, dude. That's messed up. What the hell? Lotus Petal. Alright, pass the turn. I did not think they were going to hit. Again, taking my Chromoxes too. There might have been a reason to play one of those out and just not imprint anything. That's pretty good. Now they can get a Planeswalker while they don't really mind sacrificing a creature. Yeah, that was a huge mistake. I should have played one of the Chromox out for bargain purposes. There's still 2 more Besieges I could draw. It could happen. I feel like I'm learning things in real time. But now I'm feeling like we're not very likely to win this, and this felt like the match I could possibly win. A not blue deck. Yep. Am I really about to brainstorm off a Lotus Petal? I could hit a wheel, so I mean that's kind of important. Alright. Put those 2 back. And I guess I'll Surveil. Dark Ritual, Burning Wish. If I draw a Lion's Eye Diamond, cannot cast anything too good, I think. I could empty the Warrens, I guess, but they're gonna weigh out empty the Warrens me. Bowmasters. That will make certain things pretty difficult. If only they did not hit on that Beseech. That was a pretty insane name, I gotta say. Because I had just discarded one to gamble. Dark Ritual, second one. So, I don't have any blue mana. I don't think Empty the Warrens is even that great. If I had a bargainable object, like I had played one of those Chromox out, like I said I should have, I think I could win here. But that is not the reality I'm living in. So do I just not keep this? I mean, I feel like this is what I would want, right? Just more action. Oh, there's not even a Beseech in the sideboard, though, because I sided it in, right? I don't even think Tendrils will keep me alive, but maybe that's what I need to do. I'm not really sure. I could Galvanic Relay. No, I can't, because, yeah, they have enough power to win on board. I think I'm just going to bin this. Okay. Yeah. This is a lot of fun. I'm having a lot of fun, because I don't ever really get to play decks like this, but, ooh, it's not easy. Alright, I'll be back for round 4. Welcome back for round number 4, and I'm pretty sure this is not a great hand. We have Diamond and Burning Wish and Silence, but what do I do after that? Do I just wheel? Wheel with the Silence? If Song of Creation I can almost cast. I don't know, it seems kind of slow, but they are taking a mulligan. At this point, you know, we're just gonna Teddy aka hello. And I guess also if they are playing Oops All Spells and don't go off on turn 1, Silence is like okay. Oh no, it's a blue deck. Now we definitely want to silence. Runehorn Hellkite. Well, that's pretty good too. Don't quite have the mana to activate it yet. And if I do, I wouldn't have any mana floating. So, yeah, I'll just, this person seems familiar with me, so I'll just pretend I'm playing Grixis Control and pass the turn. Urza's Saga and an Island. This could be a few different decks. Grim Monolith, interesting. Is this Blue Post? Might be Blue Post. Alright, I think I do need to draw something kind of relevant here, so I'm going to get Commercial District. Another Petal. I think that does it, right? I still can't cast Besiege quite though, right? Not with Bargain. That's 6 mana total, which I do have, but then I wouldn't have a bargainable object, and I probably want to cast Silence as well. I think I will keep this, and hope I don't get, like, comboed next turn. I don't think I will. What if I Burning Wish right now? No, because that is working with the Lion's Eye Diamond. Basically just trying to draw a piece of mana. Lorien Revealed. Another Island. The One Ring. That's pretty darn good. How do I win through that? I guess I need to put things off for another turn. Hopefully this really cramps their mana though. They're not tapping it. They could also just get a key. Okay, that was a pretty good draw, I think. What if I just tried to Song of Creation? Well, that wouldn't work because they have protection from everything. Yeah, we'll just hang out. Do I even look like a Storm deck right now? Or do I look like Naya midrange? Probably not Naya midrange because of the Scalding Tarn and the Bloodstained Mire. And I should probably play around Pithing Needle as well. I guess I'll get Rafine's Tower. Technically a little bit better than Underground Sea. Maybe it looks like 5-color control. I don't know. I hope they can't win this turn. Here's his tower. Untapping the Monolith. That is 6 mana. Oh, Karn would also be really bad. I hope they don't do that. Transmute Artifact. Okay. It's not good. Coveted Jewel. Yep. This is usually how the bad things begin. There's always the chance they don't hit, like, Phyrexian Metamorph or something. It might be time to just cast Silence. I think I have to. Or I'll let them choose a permanent first. It is Jewel. Alright, cast Silence. They can probably just force this, though. Okay, they don't. So do they not have a force, I wonder? Veil Summer. Okay, so that replaces my protection spell. Pretty good. I think we gotta go for it. Lion's Eye Diamond. Triple check I have enough mana to do this. Just basically I can't touch one of these Lotus Petals. This is how it works. Yeah, it should work. There's no ritual, though. I'm hoping that is enough. Cast Veil. Well, there's one force. I hope they don't have another one. Alright. Well, they didn't counter the Burning Wish. So I'll get Beseech, and then I'll cast that with Bargain. Okay, I mean, I could stop here. I have enough Storm to win. This also plays around Kozluk's command. So yeah, I think we'll just do that. Okay. Nice. Took game 1, thanks to a timely Veil Summer off the top. I feel like I'll need Boseiju here, and I feel like I won't need Gamble. Gamble seems pretty bad, honestly. It's card disadvantage, and it's going in pretty heavily on, like, a pretty risky line. Unless I somehow have enough mana to use Runehorn Hellkite. So yeah, maybe Echo is a better cut, but then you're pretty light on card advantage. Is Gaia's Will to cut? I don't think you ever cut Gaia's Will. I'm gonna cut Rafine's Tower. No. Can't cut Tega. It's the only untapped green source. Ah, jeez. What do I even do? Maybe Song of Creation. No. Oh, I have yet to have this really line up, but this might be the game. How about one silence? Make the mana a little easier on myself. Although I could even see an argument for silence being better than Veil in this matchup because it's also a defensive option. Probably saved me that game. This has got to be a keep, right? This is a turn 1 win. Wait, no, it's not. If I draw an untapped land, it is. Pedal, stock up. Yep. Pedal, pass. Okay. Lion's Eye Diamond. Does that change anything? Don't think so. Yeah. It's a good place for that. I could even do it right now, but I don't think it's better than what I have in my hand. I probably should have played that pedal. Lodestone Golem. Oh my god. I don't think I'll be generating that much mana. But I do have a lot of artifacts. That thing clocks like a truck. Okay. Let's see. Can I storm through a Lodestone Golem? I don't think so. I think it's going to be a little too hard. I don't need to storm that much because they're at 14. Not to mention this is global, but I think part of my plan is bouncing it. That's tough. Alright, I'll cast a Lotus Petal and pass. I think I need a land, because I don't think I can afford to use this petal to cast Burning Wish. Again, hit for 5. Copy artifact. No, 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 no! I need so little storm to do this, but I don't think it's going to be even possible. Dark Ritual is like neutral. It's mana neutral. And Burning Wish costs 4, and Tendrils cost 6. So I need 10 mana. Lion's Eye Diamond's not really giving me that much, you know? Yeah, I think we can go to the next game here. It's possible I was not aggressive enough last turn. Was I supposed to just do a Burning Wish Lion's Eye Diamond thing? Okay. Lodestone Golem. Yeah, I should have brought in more stuff like this into the Flood Maw. You know, I'm just going to make the mana really easy on me and admit that I don't really know what I'm doing yet. Boseiju seems good. And yeah, maybe Echo's a little all in. So let's try it like that. But like I said, I really don't know how to sideboard in this deck yet. It has not been easy. Double Mox Opal. Well, you know, Brainstorm's pretty good. Probably just Surveil on turn 1. And they're taking a mulligan. Not very strange for Jewel Storm to do that. And they're good on 6. Chrome Mox. Almost turns on Opal. I think I'm going to keep that. Ancient Tomb. Petal. I don't need to worry about Null Rod is the good news. Alright. Let's cast Brainstorm. Have all my colors here because I cited out all the white cards. Okay. If I could put a black card underneath this Chrome Mox, that'd be pretty good, but I can't. What if I just do this? Oh, I don't have Metalcraft. No Metalcraft. I think I'll put an Opal back then. Oh, wait. Yeah. Already shuffled. Already played a land. Don't do it. Well, I think I need to bounce that at the end of turn and try and go off. It's pretty simple. As long as they don't play another one. Because they have 4 mana. Metamorph. I mean, that works too. Unless I bounce this right now. They might even force. Hell yeah. I just got 2 birds stoned. Let's get Rafine's Tower, I think. No, what if we need more red? Maybe Badlands is better? Yeah. So there's no reason to do that right then. I would have had to put an upkeep stop in. Alright, here we go. Mox Opal. Do I wait on Veil Summer? Do I cast it right now? I think I'll just cast it right now. Make it easy. I'm not sure what could go wrong from here, but I'm sure I'll figure something out to do wrong. But I did not imprint, so at least there's that. Cast Mox Opal. Keep this one. Make black. And then just change some Beseeches. Undo, undo, undo. Whew. Close one. Cast with Bargain. Because they are at 14. I feel like this should work. Bargain. Bargain. Tendrils. A little help from Ancient Tomb this time. Getting the GGs. Oh my god. I did it. I did it. Let's try and get the last round. Okay, time for the final round. If I can pull this one off, it will tell a very nice story of I got better. So this is a turn 1 wheel, but if I do it next turn, I can silence first. That seems pretty good. Which means I'm just playing Rafine's Tower on turn 1, and hopefully not getting turn 1 in turn. I feel like if I, play this Land's Eye Diamond out, it might give a little too much away. We want to catch people off guard here. And if they appear to be on like a green or a white deck, I might even brainstorm first. Unmask? Oh, crap. Yeah. Is there any chance they don't go off this turn? Maybe. We'll see. Clearly should have held up silence. I mean, they're thinking about it. If they could win right now, they would just do it. None of these cards apply. Yeah. Alright. So we know silence is only good defensively, which is honestly pretty good. Alright, cast Brainstorm. Veil. This is so much mana. I think I just put back Veil, Petal, and really try and spike off a Brainstorm here. Play this out so there's no like Cabal Therapy incentive. I wonder if I should even just like silence on their upkeep here. That's probably not necessary. If they discard spell me, I'll cast silence, but I'd rather surveil. Okay. I'll cast silence. They'll probably take Brainstorm, and then I'll just have to rip. See if I can do it. Kaya's will? Oh no. I can't even suspend that. Whoa, they don't have a win. That's crazy. So I get another shot here? I thought for sure we were about to lose. Dude. Let's go. Although giving them a hand of 7, if we don't win, we will lose. Let's go red, black, and blue, I think. I want 1 blue. Or no, I just want 3 black, essentially. Yeah. And then tap this plateau as well. Nah, whatever. It's literally the same thing. Yes, that should do it. It's too risky to gamble first, because I only have 1 payoff. Dark Ritual. This guy's will is in the graveyard, so... Hold on. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Chain Besiege? Chain Besiege. Oh yeah, their hand was rough. 2 Narcomoebas. Dark Ritual. Might as well play this land as well. Cast with Bargain. Besiege. And we did it. I don't think we should have won that. But yeah, they were just 1 mana short from getting this Informer in. And yeah, they needed another mana beyond that to activate it. Well, that was crazy. Definitely want this silence. And how does Oops fight me? Probably just by winning before me, so I need to play control. I'm comfortable doing that. I mean, we could try into the Floodmaw. I think it's better than any other card here, but I don't think it is. I don't have any turn 0 defenses, though, so without Leyline in the Void, they literally might just race and win this time, and then we'll have to try on the draw to win, or on the play, rather. See, I'll cut a Veil Summer. Even though they are a deck with, like, discard spells, it's not how they win. And also, this hand would be really good, wouldn't it? But Gaia's Will's in it, so it's bad. Or can I still imprint Gaia's Will, cast, what's it called? Song of Creation, and still have 2 zeros? Okay. I don't think it gets much better than this on the draw. Bogart Bog. Cabal Ritual. Please, please, please. Informer Pass. Oh my god. I'm getting away with it. I think that was a good draw too, because it lets me keep one of the zeros for Song of Creation. No response. It does make it a little harder to win though, without Gaia's Will. But I don't think I have an option. I'll just lose next turn. I'm not going to hunt for silence, Alright, Dark Ritual. If this was literally any other card, though, and not Gaia's Will, that'd be pretty sweet. Alright, here we go. Song of Creation. Cast it. Cast Lotus Petal. I think always yield there. Okay. Mox Opal. Trying to hit a diamond now, I think. Chromox. There's a gamble. That's pretty good. Put silence under there. Cast Dark Ritual. And then I can gamble. Can play an extra land this turn too. But I'm hoping I just succeed on this gamble. Yeah. Okay. Cast with Bargain. Really hope I don't draw the tendrils. I don't. That's great news. And we did it. We beat Oops. I was able to pull out a 2-3 record. And I feel like if I tried a little bit harder in match 3, I probably could have beaten the energy deck. Yeah. Holding 2 Chromox in your hand against a Cabal Therapy deck that I think was even face up. Probably not a good idea, especially when you really need bargainable objects. But yeah, when this league started, I was feeling like the mana was really difficult and kind of unfeasible. But the more time went on, the more I realized I was the problem and that there's plenty of rainbow sources in the deck. I don't think you need a mana base that's like 4 Mana Confluence, 4 Starting Town, 4 City of Brass. Although maybe that's a cool idea, I don't know. Gemstone Mine is probably a little bit better than Starting Town. Wow, that was so much fun. I really cannot thank you enough, Matthew Story, for sending in such an unconventional league for the channel's point of view. A lot of the time, people send control, and I love doing that too. It's a lot of fun. But it's always really interesting when I get sent combo, storm. I just don't get to do it very often, so I really enjoy these leagues. And even though I would not say this was by any stretch a good result, I feel like I learned a lot. I've never really piloted Storm before outside of Vintage Cube, and though I've played against the deck a lot, so I at least had some knowledge of the lines and how to even win. I was definitely missing a lot of like really cool things with Burning Wish, probably with Besiege. They're really complicated cards. They give you a lot of options, and sequencing is also very difficult since there's timing with a lot of it. If you need Metalcraft, if you need to discard your hand with Lion's Eye Diamond, if you need to bargain something later. In a lot of ways, it's kind of the Grixis control of combo decks, because a lot of people don't know how to win with that deck either. I think I said that earlier this league, and they've asked me about it a lot, and it's really difficult to explain how, and I think the Epic Storm is kind of in a similar boat, kind of just a masterpiece of deck building that is inscrutable on some level. As someone who does not really have any say in the archetype or experience at all, if I had to give any feedback, I would say maybe going into this color or a 5th color in general was kind of difficult. I don't know if there's any way to omit one of these 1-drops. I think out of all of them, Brainstorm felt the least essential, but I also see how impactful that card is if you need a different hand. Brainstorm is kind of the only card that can do that at such a good rate. So yeah, I don't know. Also maybe Rafine's Tower could be something different, but I'm not sure. I've only played one league, but it was a lot of fun. I think I would very much like to do it again. So yeah, thank you again, Matthew. I really appreciate the support. I really appreciate being sent this awesome deck, and I guess I'll leave it there. So yeah, like, comment, subscribe. Check out the Patreon if you want to send in your own donation list, and I'll see y'all next time.